Before September the 11th, Pakistan had only seen one suicide bombing. Its Egyptian victims were buried here in Cairo, killed at the Egyptian embassy in Islamabad by Egyptian radicals, and that was back in 1995. But particularly in the last 5 years, suicide bombings have become a sickening daily reality here. Pakistan is accused of harbouring the most wanted terrorists, but it's also one of their worst victims too. Yeah, the reality is Pakistan's trauma has galvanised much of public opinion here against America, causing some to hold outlandish opinions that show how alienated many here feel from America's fight.
We believe that the CIA is allowing RAW, Research and Intelligence Analysis Wing of Indian Secret Service, to wage this campaign in Pakistan. And CIA, by allowing RAW to do this, is actually partners in crime.
When he blames suicide bombings here on India and the CIA, Zaid Hamid has an audience, a talk show and a big Facebook following, often of young professionals. He, like many others, says 9/11 was partly staged by American intelligence and doesn't believe bin Laden was killed in the US raid this May.
The American Navy SEALs in the Abbottabad operation came to achieve 4 or 5 objectives. And the biggest objective was, A, to create a reason and justification for the American extraction from Afghanistan. The American had needed a reason to leave Afghanistan because they're losing a war, their economy is not sustaining it.
Was Osama there?
I don't believe this. Most of the Pakistanis don't believe this. And Americans have not done anything to help this perception.
His views might be popular among these 3 best friends who he happened across in a cafe. While only the business master's student Ali says the bin Laden raid was faked, they all say 9/11 was an inside job. So who was behind 9/11 then?
The establishment, maybe the American establishment, or maybe the persons who are against Islam, who are against Pakistan, who are maybe, you know, can say
some role of Israel.
Israel, yeah. Israel. We have very strong perception Israel is behind this.
Do you think there is any American involvement in the suicide attacks that happen in this country?
Personally, I don't think so.
But I do think so. I don't think so because the black water is here everywhere. I have been studying in Lahore for the last 5 years. I have seen certain incidents happening where the black water was involved. I have seen by myself.
You mean CIA, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Why not? After all, they are the same.
But their clothes and tastes reveal a paradox. America's policies discussed, America itself appeals.
I love America. It's a land of opportunity, no doubt in that.
Young and driven, they could be the US's natural allies had the last decade not set their minds so hard against America. Nick Payton-Walsh, CNN, Islamabad.